Hi there. We'd just like to let you know that this show is sponsored by W Energy. W Energy, the sugarless, all natural energy drink that you should be going and buying and using code Oddcast to help save yourself 10% off your next order. So go on over to W.com and use that code. Now on with the show.
You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 310. It's a long way down the holiday road. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holiday road. I'm your intro man, Maverick.
You've got the touch. You've got the power. I'm the brown one, Anthony.
Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets, sway to the symphony of destruction. Jokey pants.
Everyone is doing great, I'm assuming. We've had a hell of weather here in Michigan. Start off.
What kind of weather?
Rain.
Oh, okay.
It was so bad. I was out there because I was preventing, my window from filling up again, which thank God I did because it was pretty bad. I had to unplug the drain manually because it was everything. My poor neighbors, they had someone pumping out their basement today.
Oh.
And all this pile of stuff that's been water damaged. And I'm just like, you poor people. I feel your pain.
That's rough.
Preventative maintenance is the first part of home ownership.
Yes. Look, my basement flooded one time. Check out the TikToks. And I have anxiety now every time that it rains. I'm glad I did because when I came out and went down the egress window, there was a frog in here. And I saved the frog. It was a nice green frog.
Where was Mr. Code?
Probably somewhere dying.
Someone said, did he drown and the frog made it?
When I stepped outside, it took me 1.5 seconds to get completely soaked from head to toe and my clothes drenched. It was that bad.
Yeah,
I was out walking in that. It had stopped. It was sunny. It was sunshine galore. And I was like, yeah, I'll go for a quick walk. I'll get my 2 miles and it'll be fine. I got 1.5 miles in and the heavens opened up. And
because it happened at work too. Because it was raining sideways at work and the sun opened. It was 55. And I'm like, we should go.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're supposed to be here till 5, but 5 minutes isn't going to kill us. And then we're getting more rain. We need to go. I want to walk to my car in the sun.
Yep. It was very misleading.
You can't really see, but all behind me is a mess because I had to move my bookshelf because I was scooping water from the basement. Through the egress window into the drain so it would go down because it was sitting up there. I'm like, not again, never again.
What a fun time you've had. Holy shit. So I'm going to start off our episode here with just a thing that I brought up to Anthony on the end of last episode. So I'll put it in the beginning of this one because we lost Maverick last week. The internet decided he needed to be silenced.
My hotspot went out and it wouldn't connect. And I was like, well, maybe it's just the laptop. It needs an update. And I tried to connect it to my work computer to be like, and it just said, it's connected, but there's no internet. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to go eat dinner then. Have a good rest of the episode. Because I gave up. I tried everything. Reset the phone, reset the laptop, did the update, and it just wouldn't connect. And I was like, well, this is just a higher power telling me that I needed to step away, apparently, even though I was in the middle of a rant, and I don't remember what the rant was. What was the rant about?
I don't remember either, because I was sitting here, and you went, when people lose signal, they go, yeah, and all that. I'm like, and on the first thing, I was like, is this me? I hope this isn't me. And Jared goes, no, this isn't you. I'm like, Okay.
Don't remember what the rant was about.
You got through saying how much you were loving the Dungeon Carl, and then I think you were
Oh,
going
yeah.
into a rant about that, and then the internet was just like, "Now you're silenced."
Yeah, that's must be what it was. I fucking can't remember it for the life of me.
This is like
I
being,
ju-
being a white man on the internet is silent.
Really just
Nothing.
silenced. I don't understand why it happened to me. I'm a good person. I give to local charities.
It's fucking
I don't know.
But real quick, for show wise, for all of you, we try to cover over the news things as they come up if there are things that are in our wheelhouse. For behind the scenes, we're like 2 weeks ahead on episodes. So when you're hearing this, it's going to be like the end of the month, whereas it's the middle right now. So I'm going to try to incorporate just some more, kind of like what we used to do, where we just have some random things and whatnot, just to try to help with that. Because I know trying to cover over news, we're not always on top of it. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, if you want us to be on top of it, you gotta go to the Patreon and listen to the newest episodes.
Yeah, you do. You go to Patreon, you hear all this stuff early. And I'll also be trying to do some more live stream stuff because I know that's a big thing. So I'll try. But anyway, I brought up starting the cartoon bracket again, going through it in more detail. And I kind of thought about a way to lay that out, that once I have that written down better, I'll be sending it to the guys of how they feel about it. Because Maverick brought up a great point for the last time. There wasn't as many categories. So I've thought about more like in line of like each kind of category, more categories, more shows, to make it a bit more fun and a bit more detail. But I'll have more details with that as I get it written down and more finalized of how I think we'll go about it. And
More
we'll
shows,
come up with that and let you
more
know.
bitches.
More bitches. Anyway, Maverick, would you like your soapbox for Dungeon Carl, since we already mentioned that?
It's not time yet. It's not time yet.
Okay.
I got a little something.
Oh, sure.
Apparently, my child is the biter. My son bit a kid at daycare.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because I came home from lunch yesterday and I was like, "Yeah, Orion bit someone." I'm like, "What do you mean?" There are two types of kids.
What?
There are two types of kids you don't want to have. You don't have the smelly one, and you don't want the biter. And Heather's theory, which I agree with, is Orion's new favorite thing. It's the Transformers, the movie from 1986, 84, 86. 86.
All right.
It's just his favorite thing. Mike has attested to this, where Orion would start and they go, "You got the power."
Mm-hmm.
From Stan Butch's The Touch.
What have you done to this child?
I put it on one time and it became his favorite thing. Heather thinks that because, Unicron eats things, that it's just munching has been on the brain. So Orion is temporarily on a Transformers hiatus. I finally get my Transformers kit I've been waiting, 4 years for. And now he immediately has to go. It's been a week and he's lost the rights for Transformers. And I was making plans. I'm like, oh, Heather walks every Sunday. Well, maybe she'll take Nova, and then Orion and I can watch some Transformers cartoons, like the TV show. And apparently that's now not happening.
Meh, all kids go through a biting phase.
Yeah. True.
I ate grass. I didn't bite anyone.
I can't judge. I eat bugs. So.
Protein.
But actually, speaking of Transformers, that actually fits perfectly with another thing I was going to bring up for Anthony here. So the Skydance Paramount merger happened, which we've already talked about. But another thing that has come out in detail of that is apparently, from what they've said, is they have 3 Transformers movie scripts that they had the 3. And they had to wait for the merger. And now the merger finished. And everybody was like, cool, so are you going to pick one? And they went, no, we're looking over all 3. and we're going to be looking at making all 3. Hey, by the way, one of those was Michael Bay's movie that he pitched to come back. So that'll be happening. And I went, can we not do that? Can we just pick one and go with that?
Unfortunately, Michael Bay, though he makes pretty weird Transformers movies, they are so popular in China. They make all of the money. That is why there's... If you go onto like Shouzi's store, which is the third-party Transformers, which are where all the knockoffs are, they are G1 and Michael Bay movies. No other show is very rarely you get another show besides G1 or the Michael Bay movies, because it's going to sound racist what I'm going to say, but the Chinese love themselves some Michael Bay Transformers.
Well,
I'm hoping we get. Okay. I'm assuming we're going to get a Michael Bay. We're going to get a Knight, which is Bumblebee, Rise of the Beasts, and then I'm hoping for a Transformers 1 sequel. Transformers 1, 2.
What
I guarantee you.
We already got that, didn't we? It's Rise of the Fallen, right?
Well,
is that not what that was?
No, right?
Oh, a Transformers 1. Okay.
Yeah, the animated one.
Okay, yeah, that's never gonna happen, bud.
I really want it to happen.
It'll never happen.
It's a good movie with bad marketing. It doesn't deserve it.
That's fine, but that's how life is.
I know.
I guarantee one of those scripts is the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, since they...
That would be the Knight one.
Yeah, we'll see if that's the one Bay does or if Bay's idea was something else. There's no details on any of it other than there's 3 different movies, and it's like, that's too much, guys. Just fucking pick one.
It is too much. It's too much Michael Bay.
Yeah, but they're just fistfuls of dollars. Just
you're gonna saturate the market with Transformers.
That's really what it is.
All of the money.
Because when I go see movies, I want to see the same brand over and over and over again. That's what really buckles my biscuit.
It's one of those things where, like, you know how James Cameron always goes over budget and they're fine with it? That's how Michael Bay is. Like, I have a good idea for a Transformers movie. Fair. It's going to cost you $100 trillion, but licensing, think of all the toys.
So many toys.
What? Really what it is.
They make Transformers toys?
Right.
No, not at all. Not at all, Mr. Shelves.
Thank you, Ronald Reagan. The best thing you ever did. May rest in piss.
So I just have one random thing.
Short episode then.
I have a statement here that I wanted to read because reading it myself, I was baffled.
I'm doing this under my own free will and in my own cognition.
That's the EU. He's not allowed to talk right now.
Okay.
So, as I talked about it last week, brought it up that Battlefield 6 did their beta. It was a whole thing. Call of Duty's scared shitless by how well this did. An open letter from Call of Duty development team to our players.
Please. Please.
First off, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the elephant in the room, Battlefield 6. Let's be real, EA and DICE have absolutely knocked this out of the park. But from what we've seen, as much as the game looks incredible, it plays like a dream and brings that classic large-scale teamwork and sprawling maps, clearly Battlefield, we're not too proud to give credit where it's due. They've delivered something special, and it's no surprise that some of you are itching to jump back in the second beta opening on August 14th. That said, we've got a bone to pick with you, our loyal Call of Duty players. We know the temptation is real. We get it. New shiny toys, explosive tanks, and the promise of leveling entire buildings are hard to resist. But let's not forget who's been here for you, dropping adrenaline-pumping action year after year with tight gameplay, iconic maps, and clutch moments that make you live like an action hero. That's right.
Clutch.
Call of Duty. So
Fuck
here's
wow.
the deal.
Boomers. Fucking boomers.
Here's the deal. We're watching. If you sneak off to play Battlefield 6
Always
beta,
watching.
we're not gonna say Team Ricochet is gonna virtually be at your doorstep. We might just
Threatening gamers.
punish you with some extra challenges and different things when you come back to Call of Duty.
This
Maybe
is such
we'll
good strategy.
Maybe we'll crank up the gunplay and different challenges. Maybe we'll throw you in a lobby full of campers. Kidding. Or are we? Seriously, though, we're not here to gatekeep your fun. Go try Battlefield 6, experience that game, and if you're missing us, we're always going to be here for you.
It does, in
P.S.
fact, sound like they're trying to gatekeep.
P.S. We are going to be introducing some extreme changes with Black Ops 7, which we will be revealing later this year.
Oh,
And I
oh,
went-
oh.
You.
Can I guess? Are they going to have tanks and fully destructible buildings?
They're adding kill streaks to compete with Battlefield, and some of the things I heard him say were like, yeah, we're taking away doors, all automatic doors. And then it was,
We're taking your doors.
yeah, basically, from what I've gathered on the info that's come out, they're just remaking Black Ops 2 because that was one of their most popular. So they're like, fuck it, remake Black Ops 2, but name it something else.
You boys were naughty, so we're taking the doors off the hinges.
So fucking stupid.
So they're definitely shitting themselves. They're trying to play it cool. It's
It's
thing.
not
like,
working either.
very
That's
much.
the thing.
Now, yeah, like, oh, we know this is all cool, but who's been here the whole time?
I laughed so
Everyone?
hard reading it when they're just like, our excellent skins. And I'm like, that's your dig? Is that Battlefield isn't going to let you be Nicki Minaj or Beavis and Butthead? That's like your thing of, look what we have. Like, no one fucking cares.
Look what we copied from Fortnite.
Yeah, like that's like a big reason people were moving away from you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I wish I gamed more so I could add any kind of anything to this conversation. But I don't only think I've ever played one game, and it wasn't that one. I think it was Modern Warfare 2 for Call of Duty. It's the last shoot 'em ups game that I played. You know, because I'm a pretty casual gamer. I don't be a noob as the kids say, I suppose.
Yeah. What I would equate this to is Pokemon writing a card about Digimon.
They're completely
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. They're at the end of the day, they're way different things with different niches and different markets.
This is true. Like, I don't really have for anyone at home. I don't really have an opinion either. I haven't really played Call of Duty seriously at all since, honestly, Black Ops 2 when I was in high school. Still, like after that, they just really I stopped giving a shit because they were just bad, and I just and first-person shooters in general for me going online now, I don't play them because they're full of exactly the reason other people stopped, which is the sweaty tryhard players who make it not fun at all. That there's no enjoyment left. But also, I tried Black Ops 6, and I fucking hate the way that their system is for that. Because if you do good in a match, then it just throws you in the tryhard sweat lobbies. And then it's like, oh, you're terrible. Here's a lobby where you're getting like 50-2. Oh, you did really good. Back to the sweat lobby. It's fucking annoying and stupid, and it's broken. So I gave up on that pretty quick.
Power Wash Simulator 2 is coming out soon, so everyone should just play that game instead.
But I thought you're God at the end of Power Wash Simulator. Aren't you Jesus? At the
No,
end of Power-
you fulfill the prophecy that has been foretold by the ancient Mayans that you would prevent a volcano from exploding.
by washing it.
By washing the monument, yes. Not the volcano. You wash the monument, which summons aliens that prevent the volcano from destroying the world. I'm not fucking with you either. That's actually the end of the game.
Good storyline.
As you clean off the grime on this ancient temple, you see all the previous levels too.
Good storyline.
Can't wait for it. They've released the price of the game. They've released so many things, but we're like, we're not going to tell you when we're releasing it. Like, God damn it. I don't pre-order games, and I'm like, I want this day one, motherfuckers. Give me my Power Wash Simulator too.
It's gonna be a random Thursday drop, and it won't even be like whether someone will just come across and be like, "Hey guys, they dropped Power Wash Simulator 2 like a week and a half ago and didn't say anything about it."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's like it's on the Xbox Store. You can look at it, but it says unavailable. You can't even pre-order it. So I'm like, give me my game. Give me my game.
But we don't pre-order things, Anthony.
I know, I don't. Look, it's hurt me so much. Pac-Man World 2, the repack has been announced.
That's a good name.
$30. Great price for a re-release. $29.99. $39.99 if you care about, like, you want costumes and shit, which I don't care about.
I don't.
This is one of the games that I've wanted to play again, because when I played it as a child, and I sent the trailer to my sister, because she also played, we played it on the PlayStation 2. Now, for our younger audience who don't know shit about video games, back in the day, you had to
a whole group of people. Why don't you?
No, I'm explaining. There was no
Uh-huh.
internal memory. You had to have a memory card.
Memory
I always
card.
skip this cutscene.
We did not have a memory card,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and we had temporary time on the console because we were children, which is I agree with. Like, we shouldn't be playing it as much. So we played that first fucking level so many fucking times, repeatedly. Like, I am so ready to beat this fucking frog so I can move on to the next level. I just want to play it. I sent it to my sister, and she's like, I don't even know what that shit is. I'm like, yeah. I'm so fucking ready. It hurts me not to pre-order it, but I'm like,
We don't pre-order things.
we don't pre-order things.
We don't pre-order things.
We don't pre-order things. That's
We don't
to tell
order
you how
they to patch.
shows you how committed I am. I am waiting until I hear how good it is for a game I've been wanting
That's fair.
for like 3
But-
years.
It's not gonna be good. It's a shitty game from the PS2 era.
I know. I'm gonna play it.
There.
It's like when they did Pac-Man World repack. I never played that game, but I bought it because I'm like, I gotta show people that I'm fucking interested in this. If I buy this one, I'll get the second one eventually. That's what I want. I want the second one, so I'll buy the first one and play it.
Wouldn't it have been
That
even
game-
more frustrating if they never did that?
I would be so mad. That game fucking sucks. It's so bad.
Jesus.
It's a platform game, and you can't fucking platform on it. I am though I'm not the best at platforming. I am not bad at platforming. I keep falling off the fucking edges because they're like, it's so dumb. There are 4 buttons. There's jump, roll, throw, and waddle in the air.
I'm sorry, waddle in the air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
twerking before twerking. It just Pac-Man just gets shakes his ass.
butt bounce, and you just sort of run in the air a little bit farther, just a smidge bit. That doesn't really.
Disturbing.
Yeah, it's like. So I'm very glad that this exists because I just beat it because I'm like I need to beat this fucking game. So I feel like it was the universe telling me, yes, now that you've beat the first one, which I beat like last week, like now we'll give you the second one.
Speaking of things that are nostalgic, if you're at home and you haven't watched it because I get it with some of the things that have come out in this franchise. I get it. However, I can't recommend to people enough. If you enjoy Alien, go fucking watch Alien Earth. They've knocked this shit out of the fucking park.
Yeah,
I
friend of the
didn't
show,
think they would.
Sven has been raving about it. I told him I'd watch it. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. I'm kind of in the middle of rearranging my life currently with audiobooks, so I haven't even watched the new King of the Hill shit. So, but yeah, go ahead and talk to a go ahead. Here's the thing: I don't mind spoilers, so please feel free to let us know just how good it is. So,
And I don't care enough to worry about spoilers. So,
no, it is. I was very skeptical because alien movies have always been very, very fucking hit and miss. This
You didn't
series
like
does-
Prometheus?
How about Alien 3 with Ron Perlman?
Or Alien Requiem?
Romulus?
Resurrection?
No. Whichever one the
Or we-
Requiem.
or-
I don't fucking know.
Resurrection?
That one.
This series just it's doing a lot of things right as far as it's building out the world of Alien more than any of the movies ever gave you. I spoilers for people, but the series starts overall with a text, like computer green text scroll on the screen, and it gives you the details about this universe that have never really been clarified, which is there are 4 companies who run everything on Earth, and that all 4 of them are in the race for immortality for humans. And it goes, there's 3 ways to do this. There is cybernetically enhanced humans, cyborgs. There's synthetically made human hosts, synthetics. So like basically their explanation is if we make synths, they can help humanity. We can proceed a way for immortality, basically.
Right. That's what David is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But now there's a third option. Synthetically implanted humans, hybrids. And I went, that's new. That's not a thing we've ever seen.
I don't like that
Interesting.
implanting word.
So when this series starts in with there's a terminally ill child, and they tell her, we're going to take your consciousness and we're going to give you a new body. And it's this whole thing of her being like, then can I go home? And them being like, no, honey, we've told you many times, you can never go home. That this is your home now. They do this. They transfer her to a synth body.
I've seen it's where it's I think it's the ad where like she's like touching herself or whatever. Isn't it like a minor fanning, I believe? One of the minor fannings.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. And you find out that this is the Wayland company doing this. And the owner, which this is where I kind of caught on that they were retconning Prometheus, Covenant, and AVP, because there's a Wayland descendant in this future who's a young, very young genius man. And he's like, this is my project. We can't let anyone know we're doing this because technically this is illegal. We cannot transfer consciousness to something. But
It's just
if we
Wayland,
pull this
isn't it?
off, yeah, this is to the Wayland himself. This is the set.
Yep.
But it's like, if we can pull this off, we will have the trump card of human immortality, because we'll be able to give you a body that's stronger, faster, doesn't age, blah, blah, blah. The issue, they bring up the reason they're doing it on terminally ill children is that adult brains can't make the trip. That our brains as adults are too hardwired into who we are, that by trying to remove it and transfer it, you kill the person. But a child still in development, they can do
I hate when they use children as plot points like that.
it.
Fucking Maze Runner.
Mr. John Halo 117.
Yeah, Mr. John Halo 117.
So they take like a whole group of kids who are like, they're terminally ill. They all have various diseases or different things that are going on. And they've all been essentially adopted, and parents have signed off on go for it. They all get their new bodies, whatever. And then we find out like, oh, it's still the brain of a fucking child in this adult body. So they have a lot of questions about their new bodies or like how this works.
Gross.
And they bring up that, oh, it doesn't make hormones. So we'll gradually
Gross.
introduce more hormones to mature their minds
Gross. I
as
already
they
don't
grow.
like it. It's gross. I already
Isn't
don't
that
like
the
it.
plot of
It's
Poor Things?
Yes.
See, but it's not in that sense. This is literally Wayland being
This
a
is
very
getting
greedy
very-
company.
This is getting very pedophilic very quickly, by the way.
Yeah, no, it has none of that. They never
sure
bring up any of that.
I'm sure it doesn't, but like from an outside observer, just hearing you describe it, it's like This is gross.
We're gonna give children the body of adults.
Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like. I know it's not, but it's, yes.
So that they also show a ship that is a Wayland Yutani ship that has many. This is another part of the whole thing that I very much love that they were doing this. In Alien, in any of the movies, we only really know there's xenomorphs that are a dangerous life form, which they do mention at some point that I thought aliens were dead. I thought they were all gone, which apparently is a lie the companies have been telling people colonizing various planets of, no, there's not other life forms. We eradicated all that. Like, so a lot of these things, people don't fucking know these things are out there.
Good for them.
Yeah, typical big company.
God damn.
The creatures they present are some of the most terrifying fucking things I've ever fucking seen. It was so good. There's like an octopus eyeball thing that was really weird. There's like very long ticks because they end up killing Marines. And the ship crashes, it loses control. You find out the cyborg on board is much like what the androids were in the movies, where he's working for the company and nobody knows what they're actually doing. Somehow, they do not explain how, but somehow a xenomorph gets free on the ship and you get like flashes of things are going on, and then it's him at a computer going, ship's off course, ship is going to crash, subject has broken containment, and then you get the crew status, and you get a chick behind him banging on the door, and she's like, let me in. He seals it, sits back down on the computer. You see the xenomorph rip her the fuck apart, and he goes, crew dead. And they're like, okay, just maintain course, get into like the safety thing, let the ship crash, and we'll deal with it after. Don't let that thing escape. So they crash. We get this whole thing.
Not to interrupt, but like, don't let that thing escape. I get to see the Always Sunny. Crew lets that thing escape.
Exactly. I mean, then the ship crashes. You get Wayland sending in. He's going to send in people to go like handle things, whatever. This is where the synth hybrid children are like, you made us for this kind of purpose because we're stronger, faster, we can do things. Like, this is kind of what we were made for. This is our test. Send us in to actually help people. So they do, but then you find out that the main synth hybrid character you've been following, she knows about her brother from her past life. She's been watching him through cameras to like know that he was okay. She knows he's a Marine medic, and she now knows that he was sent to help secure this ship. So she wants to go for that reason. That's also where Ice Age gets made canon, which has people laughing because they're watching Ice Age, and it's like, what the fuck?
What do we have the rights to? Ice Age. Fuck it.
There's a whole set. Sergeant Redacted came out to watch it with me, and I really enjoyed that. We really enjoyed that the xenomorph hides in the background constantly when they're in the ship. Like, it blends into things, and then as they're walking away, you just see in the background, you'll see it like slip and move, and you're like, oh, that's creepy as fuck. That's creepy. It was like 2 feet fucking away from them, and no one had any idea. That's terrifying.
It's like in the Alien versus Predator video game where in like, I think it's the first level as a human, you fucking see underneath the stairs like some tubes and shit, and you're like, fucking alien. Yeah. It wasn't.
Which one of the best parts for that? They knock on a door on the apartment that it crashed into, and it's an Eat the Rich, literally. It's people dressed up like it's the 17th century, and they're just a bunch of rich people having some kind of party, and they're like, yeah, whatever, just deal with the emergency. There's nothing wrong here. In the background is where me and Sergeant Redacted were like, that's cool as fuck. There was a statue that they had walked by. Behind them, as they're talking to this guy, you see the fucking xenomorph had blended into the statue and looked like it was part of it. And then you just see the head turn, and we went, oh, that's fucking good. It was literally hiding in plain sight, waiting to pounce on everybody. And it does, which is a brutal scene. It brutally fucking murders all the rich people. Every last one of them get eaten by this thing. Well, not even eaten, just killed. that's kind of where everything is at, is that the xenomorphs running rampant on the ship. They found a bunch of eggs, and the episode ended with finding that. I have a theory myself. As Redacted put, it's not really making a nest or anything. It seems to just kind of be murdering everybody. And my point to that was, yes, a xenomorph would be making a nest. It would be doing something like that if they had a queen. But this is like if you take a drone bee and just threw it into something that's aggressive, it's just going to murder everything. There's another egg that is in a big ass case that they go out of their way to show you a few times. And I went, I bet you $10 that's a fucking queen egg. And the reason this thing is killing everything is it senses there's a queen egg and it wants to make sure the area is safe so the queen can come out. It's like everyone's going to get fucked.
The queen face hugger to be released.
Also, the other thing, I brought it up to them in the chat, but the other thing I really like was adding this little detail of Wayland side of Weyland-Yutani is not the one who wants a xenomorph. Because the Wayland descendant finds out about the ship and he calls the Yutani side. And Yutani's like, yeah, we want we sent that ship out to go collect some things and it's very important to us. You need to make sure that's locked down. And that's when we get this whole what was on it. You don't need to know what was on it. All that's important is we get it back. And we get okay, well, it's half my fucking ship because it has my name. So your lawyers call my lawyers. Meanwhile, I'm going to go figure out what it is you wanted so bad. So it's the Yutani side knows about a xenomorph and wants this for experiments. But Wayland himself had no fucking idea that was a thing. And it's a very neat little detail to throw in there that this company's run by two different people. And that it's just only one part of the company has ever known. But because it's, Weyland-Yutani, you just assumed the whole company did. It's a nice little detail, little thing that they're doing. It's a lot of fun. Go watch it. Because I truly is like, I get why it's number 3 in the ranking right now. Because it's doing everything it can right.
Okay. Finally, alien lore. Just what I need.
Seriously.
No, here's the thing.
Fucking wars.
Here's the thing.
Cool.
I think earlier this year I watched like the 9-hour. Here's everything you need to know about the alien universe, including like the books and shit. And now I can't wait to go back and rewatch the revised version of how they're trying to fit everything else back into this shit. It's going to be 11 and a half hours long, and I won't know what to fucking do with myself.
Imagine that person like, yeah, I spent my these 40 hours making this 9-hour video. Upload and then Alien Earth announced and just like
I swear to God, man, I think I watched it and then a month later they announced Alien Earth, like the actual because it was rumored, but like the actual air day. You got to be that guy like that motherfucker.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm colorblind.
I think it's doing some fun stuff.
I mean, I only watched half of it when it came out because I needed something while I was on the treadmill. But yeah, it's 9 hours. You can't just sit down and watch a 9-hour YouTube video. You do it in chunks of 20 to 30 minutes. You go till the next movie starts. Be like, all right, the first 25 minutes is about Prometheus, and then there's an intermediate book, and then it's Alien, and then be like, oh, but then fucking Romulus and everything fucking came out, and so they got to put those in their shit too, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Real quick, something that didn't work. Sweet Revenge came out. The official Friday the 13th Jason stuff. It's just one giant fucking ad for Angry Orchard. That's literally all it is.
I've heard nothing good about it. From what you've said and what other people have said.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Nobody seems to know what the fuck they were thinking to make this here's Jason, here's the official our Jason, this is what it's gonna be, and it's you cut away from anything that makes it a Jason thing, anything that makes it Friday the 13th. The editing on it just doesn't make any fucking sense, and there's so much blatantly Angry Orchard apples everywhere. That it's just a
Like
giant
in Fight
fucking
Club,
ad.
where Starbucks was in every scene. Is that kind of what it is? Like Jason should say is just holding Angry Orchard on each one of his fingers. Oh.
They're
He
all
picks up-
drinking
he
Angry
picks up
Orchard.
He picks up like an ace, and he takes his, which is another kind of hard cider. He takes a sip, and he's like, and then he picks up an Angry Orchard, like glug glug
They
glug.
might as
glug.
well have, honestly.
Smashes the bottle. It's like, me and Anthony are on the same page with the noises tonight.
It's 15 minutes long. It's a short story that doesn't seem to know what the fuck it was trying to do. Everyone's drinking an Angry Orchard beer throughout the entire fucking thing. There's an old man who apparently owns the camp or whatever, and can you guess what he walks out of his garage with? A bucket of fucking apples. And he goes, freshly picked. And it's like, oh yeah, because Angry Orchard. Really hammering that home, aren't you?
2 apples in every cider. 2 apples in every cider.
The thing is,
And
it's like, so I'm not watching. I probably won't watch it.
you don't need to. It's not
Just-
good.
Imagine what's a very popular film franchise?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make a
They got a
Jurassic.
Snickers wrapper. They got a Snickers wrapper in there, so you gotta be careful.
We're gonna make a Jurassic Park sequel.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
but we can't mention Jurassic Park, Dr. Hammond, anything from the previous movies. The only thing that we can bring up is the lawyer, because that's our own original character.
Now,
We
I'd
can't
watch
call the
that
lawyer
movie.
we can't call the lawyer by his name. They'll just only refer to him as the lawyer.
You are almost on the nose with how that is, except they do show the Camp Crystal Lake sign to clarify it is Camp Crystal Lake. And they do mention, or at least the dude who owns it does mention, that it has a history of bad things that have happened,
Fucking
but
been funny
they
as
wanted
shit.
to open it anyway.
But would have been even funnier, and I would have given them pass if Crystal Lake was crossed out and Clear Pond was written in. Essentially, like I would have been
too.
like, right?
I
That's
would've
a
too.
pretty good one. Like,
No, Clear Pond's great.
Also,
see-through stream.
There's a fucking moment. The main goal of this thing takes a canoe ride, and Jason pulls her into the lake. It cuts from the middle of the day to just dead of night, but she comes out of the water, so everyone's going, so he didn't kill her, or did he kill her? Why is there such a giant time skip that she was just clearly under the water for like 5 fucking hours? Like that? No, that's a terrible way to cut that. They basically imply that if you go in the lake and you die, you just come back as Jason. They gave the lake fucking powers because
fine.
she gets stabbed by Jason with his machete through her chest, and she pulls it out and is perfectly fucking fine. Yes, Anthony, that is everyone's thing of like, wait,
There's
the
an
lake has
episode of
powers?
There's an episode of Brickleberry that does this exact plot line. Guys, remember Brickleberry? That short-lived
do.
Daniel
Terrible.
Tosh animated? Yeah, I recently rewatched that, and that is a point-for-point plot line that you're going through right now.
It's
Really what they did, and I didn't like that at all. Mhm. Yeah,
oh my
you
god!
have the
this is
same
so bad.
reaction we've all had of just what the fuck. Because not only that, she kills her best friend because there's like another part of that story is that her fiance is cheating on her with the best friend. As they're driving away, she just murders her. And one of the people I saw talking about it, they're like, I would have waited until
Jared,
you got escaped. Why
I
did
thought
you
said
kill her
this was
as you were
15
escaping?
You said this was 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
How the fuck is it 15 minutes long? You've been talking for longer than 15 minutes, and I feel like you still haven't told us everything, but you've told us so much more. Like, is every minute just a fucking plot point?
Yes.
I'm still on the fucking lake
Yes.
thing.
Like,
Yeah, go
literally,
ahead. I'll let you
yes.
spiral out. I'll let you spiral out, Anthony. Please spiral out.
So for those who don't know, the Friday the 13th franchise is my favorite franchise. It's my favorite horror franchise. I love the shit movies. I love the good movies. I love them all. Oh my god! It would be for Mike. So put into something you wouldn't understand. So the fact that they're saying the lake is what gave Jason his powers.
Yeah.
It would be like, oh, you see these Power Rangers here? They get their powers from the smoothie shop.
Sure.
That's what gives him the
Makes
power
sense,
to
yeah.
turn into a Power Ranger. Jason is an undead zombie because he was stabbed in the heart
She's
by
fine, but yeah,
Tommy, and a bolt of lightning brought him back from hell.
Okay.
That's why he's an undead zombie. It's not the lake. He was a mountain man until he was murdered in 4.
Okay.
But he was just a man. He doesn't have powers until he's stabbed. Oh my god! Oh my god! I've never been so heated about something I don't care about.
And they also don't show any of the kills, which is just super fucking frustrating. Like, and there's extra bodies. There's people they don't even fucking introduce you to, and you have no fucking idea where these people came from. Because, like, she comes out of the lake, and there's 2 people cut in half that he's also, like, placed half of their body, like, on a clothesline, and I'm like, that's creative. That's interesting. We didn't see him do any of that. These people are just killed off. Every single person but one is killed off screen by Jason. And the one kill they did do was really cool because he busts down a door with a boat motor he stole, and he just chops a dude's head into pieces. And it's like, cool. That's like a slasher. That's slasher. Why the fuck are we not seeing him kill all the other people that she's finding the bodies for? Like, they're not showing anything other than fucking apples for Angry Orchard. This is annoying.
The reason why they're doing that is a callback, to horror movies where the final victim, the final girl, finds all of the bodies throughout the movie, but they show you them getting murdered. Like Jason does do that, where they'll be behind the door, but you see him fucking knife him first, and then he puts it up there because he's got a really bad brain, so he's like, I'm gonna be scary.
I have a theory of why this was not put together very well. More than just it was a clear product placement thing, because they're whatever. The person who made it is the same guy who did the Wrong Turn remake. He also wrote and directed that. There's reasons why this has issues. It's like they didn't get the best person to do it. I had that same. I didn't know that's who it was because I refused to watch that remake until I review it. And I saw somebody bring up like, oh, that's the writer and director of Wrong Turn remake, and he wrote, directed this. That probably explains a lot.
My opinion about the Wrong Turn remake is a good movie. It is a bad Wrong Turn movie. If it was called anything else, if it was called like Mountain Men, The Village by M. Night Shyamalan, call it that. Like. If you would have called it something different, expectations would have been different, and it probably would have done better. Kind of like the Texas Chainsaw remake.
I haven't watched that remake, but I've heard enough details of their story of like, why was that a fucking choice made? So I don't know. This just had many issues, and the fact that they hyped this up so much of like starting Jason Universe and like seeing things online of them really trying to hype up this was a thing they were doing, that this is what the fuck that was. It's like, man, your marketing was really great. You like really tried to get people hyped for it. It just, this is fucking god awful. Like there's way better things you could have done here. So yeah, that was bad. It's real bad. I broke Anthony, and I'm sorry.
You said he said she came out with the powers from the lake, and my brain shut down.
Yeah,
it is.
You could see on the video. Short-circuited.
And we need to move on to a different thing because my brain is like, no.
That's fine. I mean, it's fine. Like, I want special magic lake powers too, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Well, go to the lake, figure it out.
It's also a juice bar. I don't know if you heard me say that. Not the Smoothie Shack. It's fine.
My
It's Ernie's,
apologies.
it's Ernie's juice bar. Just wanna.
The
So
fuck's
you
a
don't
Smoothie
get.
Shack?
I don't know. I don't know where you got that from. Even. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Where else would that be? Smoothie Shack. There's a Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls. Smoothie Shack. There's the Shake Shack. There's
Oh,
what's
I'm
a
thinking of
Rocket
the
Bar?
I'm thinking of the groovy smoothie from iCarly.
There
My
you
bad.
go. That's the one. I was about to say
Mm.
iCarly too, but I didn't want to like. I didn't want to like throw that out there for whatever. I just be like, I don't think that's what he means.
I watched a lot of iCarly growing up. I think it's a good show.
You look like someone that watched a lot of iCarly growing up.
Dude, Jerry Trainer, best actor in the world. Guy who plays
I
Spencer.
mean, I enjoy him. Yeah.
In another world, he would have been the next Jim Carrey.
I don't know quite about that, but I think he would have done a lot more had he not been character cast for so long
See where he's going with that.
with iCarly. So, you guys gearing up for hurricane season over there in Guam? Do you guys get hurricanes? It's almost hurricane season over here.
Typically, it's just tropical storms that roll through. So far, the ones that have missed the island, and we've just got residual. But those hurricanes are headed for everyone else. So fucking good
Here
luck
I
to
am.
everyone else.
Rock me like a tropical storm.
Bring it, bitch! Bring it!
There was the thing I wanted to bring up because the last bad taste that I did, there was just some information that blew my mind. The director of Vampires Los Muertos is Tommy Lee Wallace. And I had not looked at this man's anything. So I mentioned this in the group chat. He wrote and directed a TV miniseries. We've talked about it a lot because of Sven. It. He wrote and directed the It miniseries. Yeah. He made that. Yes, he made that. He was an understudy, like protege of John Carpenter, because like he helped him on his very first movie. He helped him on like John Carpenter's first 3 movies. He was also an uncredited person who wore the Myers mask in the first Halloween movie. So one of the scenes of the Myers, he was a dude walking around. He started directing movies. He fucking wrote, directed, made Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It was his first movie he made.
No, not worse Halloween.
Like, because he was what he was for job. Like, that was his first movie he got to make. He also did a shit ton of like Twilight Zone and whatnot. Like, there was a lot in that dude's repertoire.
You mean the Twilight Zone when they tried to redo it in the 90s? That Twilight Zone?
80s.
Oh, so even worse.
No, actually, talking with Paul, the episodes that he did are actually some of the best episodes that were made out of that.
That's good.
So he has really good shit. It just, we covered the worst fucking thing he'd ever made.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere.
That movie was made in 2002. It was like one of the last things he made.
Oh no, that's
sad.
No, it also just made me mad because I'm like, you were a John Carpenter's like underling. You made Halloween 3. Like, you knew how to make shit. Why the fuck is this so bad?
Well, sometimes studio notes get in the way, you know. When your budget gets slashed and studio notes tell you gotta come somewhere.
I also watched Eddington, made by the guy who did Hereditary and Midsommar. Don't go into it with that expectation. It's not that kind of movie. It's actually more like Wind River or Hell or High Water.
Wait,
which
Eddington,
I enjoyed those too.
Is that the one where there's who directs that? Is that the new? Is that the new one that's out right now? And it's like a Western kind of thing, where like two people are going against each other, like it's political. Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not. But it's not. Because by the look on your fucking face, it's not. It takes a real bad turn.
Ari Aster?
That's the one. Thank you.
Yeah. So, because I watched him on a thing talking about like details that are in Hereditary and Midsommar that people missed, whatever. And then he brought up like, oh yeah, I just put out Eddington, and I was like, oh, okay. I think, yeah, I like his movies. I'll watch it. It's not that kind of movie. This was very much, if you've ever seen Wind River or Hell or High Water, where it's like a crime thriller movie, that is Eddington. It's really good. It's just not what he typically does, so it threw me through a loop.
He was recently on Blank Check, the podcast for movies, because I think they're currently going through someone's filmography. Let me double check to make sure that I don't fuck it up, because I would hate to fuck it up.
That man's just really good at making.
They're currently going through the Coen brothers, and he was on Miller's Crossing, which is the movie they did before, right after Raising Arizona. So he was on that one to talk to them about that. So, and that's when he promoted his new movie, and he was telling about how it's out of his comfort zone and not typically what he does, but he hopes people really enjoy it. So
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, because they shot it all basically in location too. Like they actually went to, I believe it's New Mexico, and it's all basically shot in New Mexico. So that's really fun.
I love the Coen brothers. They're great freaking movie makers.
The only other two things I have are really short things. Slipknot's apparently closing in on a $120 million deal right now. They're doing what Kiss and many other bands have done. They have all the rights to their music that they've made, and they're close to making a deal to kind of sell those rights so that they can make the royalties off of it that they weren't making with Roadrunner. So they're doing that at the moment, which is, it's also a new chapter because it means that all the old music they get royalties for, whatever, but they haven't made anything new. So anything new they make, they're just going to own everything for. So it's an interesting place that they're at. Also, Megadeth is retiring, and it surprises the ever-living shit out of me that Dave is saying that they're retiring, they're done, and I was like, really? I thought you would have kept going till Metallica did. Like, shit, you're bowing out before them. Oh shit.
I mean, they are all getting old, so.
See, and I agree with that. Slayer did the right thing, where they're like, all right, guys, we have grandkids, we want to spend time. We're retiring. Nobody else has done that. Slayer was the only one who's like, no, we're too old. We want to spend time with the grandkids. Goodbye, everybody.
We have money. Let's go spend our money.
Exactly.
I know. I think that was just out a little early.
That was just news that came out that Dave Mustaine's like, yeah, we're making one more album and then a tour, and I'm done. Like, I'm glad I've done what I have, but I'm done. And it's signaling the end of an era in metal, because that's the only big four that's going to be left is Metallica, and we'll see how far they go.
Till they drop dead.
Probably. But yeah, that's what I got.
I bought a thing. It's not here yet. It should be here tomorrow. So there'll probably be a video on the TikTok. So I bought myself a new old Transformer, and it's gonna go up on my planetaries, where I have Unicron, Primus, and the knockoff little guy. I got myself a Death Star Transformer.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. It turns into Darth Vader, and it was on. They had it on Transformers Land, and it was like $70, 75 plus shipping. I did not buy that one because I'm like, I'll see if they ever drop it, or because they have an eBay store. I'm like, I'll see if they ever drop it, and they didn't. And then it popped up like suggestion. You might like this one, an unopened one for $40.
Yes.
Click.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
You mean I can save 50% off discount from this brand new? Click.
Yes, I do want that. Thank you.
That'll be here tomorrow. I thought it was going to be here today, which I'm kind of sad about because it was in Grand Rapids last night and it didn't make it here.
I had to get refunded for my Sly 3.
Yeah.
It's really fucking pissed. Yeah, ordered it in the middle of last month, and then it just kept saying it was on the way until the first of this month, where it was like, I don't know, it's in transit. I don't know where the fuck it is, but it's in transit somewhere. So
Right, okay,
after
well,
checking it again this week, I went, just fucking refund me. It hasn't updated since the 1st, and I have no idea where the fuck it is.
It's in a cargo ship somewhere, just sitting there, waiting.
I was
Waiting.
not a happy
Probably
camper.
crushed by a cargo container. It's gonna come in a zillion pieces.
Here, Austin is
Even more mad.
which fucking. I got some beef with Hasbro real quick because.
Oh, please. What beef do you have?
So I reached out to them as for an update for the Omega Prime situation. As you may or may not remember, my Omega Prime came cracked, so I'm getting a replacement.
Yes.
The estimated time is fall for other people have gotten. So I've reached out and be like, hey, I would like an update for this. Just a time frame. Just make sure that you guys are still acknowledge that I exist as a ticket. And I got an email back, and let me read this email verbatim.
It's fucking great.
It is great. Scroll down a little bit. From Hasbro Consumer Care, request denied. Your request for assistance cannot be accepted because this count has been disabled.
Okay.
I'm like, you fucking what? That was my immediate reaction. I'm like, so fuck do you mean my account's been disabled?
You spent so much money.
And you know what their suggestion is on the app?
Call.
To call.
Yeah.
So you know what the fuck I did?
Called.
Fucking called. I went to my I was like, I gotta make a phone call. I will be back. If it takes long, I will be in the vault rearranging it, reorganizing it. And I was fucking so I got to the vault because it has been I called them, they're like, hey, how's it going? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I just want to see what's going on.
Honestly, been better.
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted an update for this ticket. Told me my account was disabled, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And the guy's like, okay, let me reach out to someone higher up, see what's going on, and put me on hold. I was on hold for 12 minutes. He props to the guy. He checked in periodically throughout the hold. He's like, hey, I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm still working on it. Is it all right if I put you back on hold? I'm like, yep, that's fine. So the 12 minutes go by, and he's like, I'm being honest with you, sir. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that makes two of us.
I'm like, and he's like, and I can't find anyone else who does. He's like, can I email you when I hear something? I'm like, yes. Sure. 24 hours pass. Nothing. So I broke out the app and I'm like, bitches, this is what's happening. Here is my email. Here is my 12-minute and 34-second phone call that I've had with you yesterday. So you see that I called, like, what's going on. So I'm waiting to hear back from that. But I'm just like, your account has been disabled. I'm just making sure that there's nothing. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. But
what?
Yeah, no, you can't read that. But it's request denied. Your request for assistance can't be accepted because this account has been disabled. Motherfuckers, I just bought something not that long ago.
I literally asked him, like, who'd you piss off?
Yeah, it's like,
seriously, what the fuck happened?
I have no fucking clue. I'm just like, what happened? Because I've read online, like, oh, if your account gets disabled, you cannot make any new purchases, but they will honor your previous purchases. And I'm like, motherfucker, I purchased something not that long ago. I put a pre-order in the day before this. I noticed this before. I was like, you know what? I should reach out and ask about this. I'm just like, what the fuck? What's going on?
See, so by the sound of that, if you were somebody who ordered that and had a defect, so what? Because you asked for, hey, this is fucked up, I need this fixed or whatever, they just are disabling the fucking account and being like, nah, you're just stuck with that now.
Kind of seems like it, huh?
It seems like I know they get their shit together. They have until Tuesday. I will give them a full business day, which will be Monday.
Yep.
To respond back to me before I open up another ticket and be like, listen here. This is
all I want is my Omega Prime. That's all I want.
All I want, I don't even want that. I just want an update. Just tell me that is going to be fixed eventually. Like, yes, you still exist. That's all I want. Now that it says that my account's been disabled, I'm like, if I don't get a fucking replacement for that, I will fucking go to Hasbro and knock down their door. I'll be like, motherfuckers. So where? Has.
I apologize. I wasn't on my phone to do whatever. I had to reply to a message. Coordinating for something else I'm being asked to be on, so I had to respond.
We're going to go to fucking Rhode Island. We're going to go to Providence. We're going to
is
go
that
to
what-
Pawtucket.
Is that we're gonna go to the Pawtucket Brewery?
Yeah, we're going to Pawtucket, Rhode Island, where their fucking headquarters is. Fucking. Now I'm going to be like,
Hasbro, you have some things to answer for here. This all sounds very shady, and we need answers.
like, I don't want to, you know, they say never assume malice where you can assume ignorance. I'm assuming ignorance right now. Like I said, they have till Tuesday before I bitch at them again. I'm gonna fucking. I'm going
You're
to.
a bigger man than I would have lost my fucking shit on them.
I am leaving work early on Thursday. I will be making a fucking another phone call. The moment I step out of my office, I will be on the phone. I will be driving, and I will connect my Bluetooth on the phone. And I'm like, hey, can I email you when we have a solution? No. You can call. We will say on the phone, and I'm ruining your time, and I'm ruining your day because my shit's not fixed. I'm going to be polite because it's not the worker's fault. You never yell at the person on the phone.
That's fair.
But I'm going to be like, I need this solved, and if you cannot solve it now, I need to go higher up. I will be eating dinner one-handed on the phone. I don't fucking care.
Oh, I don't know, sir. Sounds like you're in the middle of some water rapids. No, I'm just using the bathroom, but I'm not hanging up this phone.
You and I, we're going to take this dump together, buddy.
No, that's fucked up. That's what the what why what? Oh, that's frustrating.
Yes. It's the 1-2 punch that I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, that's
That was the one thing I wanted to talk about when I mentioned it earlier.
Oh, that was the one thing. I thought it was Orion biting people.
No, that was just
So
another
did
thing
I.
I remembered on the way after hanging out with Heather. Because that was
that's
Bite. Any further incidences in the biting, or just that one time?
just that one time. I mean, that was yesterday, so there's always time for more. But this is the second incident.
Yeah.
He threw a car at a kid's face
Well,
and left a car-sized wound on the side of the face, and I'm like, oh no!
get the bully gonna start fucking getting out the belt and scaring him.
We've been putting him in timeout like immediately because not that I don't know how to get into that, but the timeout is what works for him.
I mean,
nothing else does.
I mean, it kind of sounds like timeout's not working, but that's just
Well,
that's
we
just
haven't
me.
really been putting him into timeout, I'll be honest. But we're making up for it because he tried to hit me yesterday on the way up to bed, and I'm like, nah, we're gonna stand at this wall now. I'm becoming my father. I'm gonna get some tape. I'm gonna put your nose on that tape.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's at that age where you push the boundaries because you know your parents at this point and you kind of know what you can get away with, but now he's at that age where it's how much can I actually get away with? How much are they actually going to stop me? He's smart enough to try to get away with things now.
Which
We
is
haven't-
why we're like,
Yeah. He's always kind of had the run of everything because he's been a good kid, and so now he's just going through his rebellious stage. So
yeah. Which I mean, it was only a matter of time. Kids are all going to be dickheads eventually. I was a dickhead. I know Jerry was a dickhead. Mike was probably a good kid because he had 2 loving parents.
I had 2 loving parents. If I find out your kid's a bully, though, I will beat his ass. So,
which is what we're trying to
trying
squash.
to avoid.
Right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we don't need our son being the bully.
No.
Well, you
No,
know,
I'll give him the old Quayar special and leave. That's what the dads do.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kidding. My great grandparents stayed together until he died.
Different generation.
I
Yeah,
mean,
she's-
I had 2 loving parents, so.
Different generation.
Go ahead.
I was about to say your parents were from the Midwest, but your dad was born in California.
They're from the Midwest. They were just in California. He was born in California because they were on a trip. It wasn't because that's where they were living.
Interesting.
Clarence was an asshole.
Yes.
Clarence was an asshole, and he basically pulled a Cotton Hill. He went there to assassinate Fidel Castro, and they were at a game, and he was born in the women's room of Yankee Stadium or some shit. I don't know. That's New York. It's a King of the Hill reference.
I was about to say, dude, you're
Wait,
literally just king of the hill for your life,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I mean, your
That-
dad with
that's
the
all
propane,
joke.
propane accessories.
That's just a joke. It's just a joke. They were just on a trip, a road trip somewhere, and that's where he was born, with California. So,
But he was a piece of shit.
yeah, Clarence, he was kind of an asshole.
I don't think I have anything else.
Cool. I'm afraid to talk about Dungeon Crawler, Carl, because like the last time the internet said no.
See, I thought Jared was just being ignorant when he said Dungeon Carl. I thought he was just forgetting the W and crawl.
No.
But it's Dungeon Crawl. I can't even say that. Dungeon
Crawler Carl. Yeah, Dungeon Crawler
Ah.
Carl. Yeah, I wrote myself an email at 9:30 this morning, and I sent it to myself
Jesus.
to make sure that I wouldn't forget anything. And since then, I've listened to 4.5 more hours of the audiobook, and shit just keeps fucking popping off left and right. I will start talking about it until the internet kicks me off. People complain about the first book. So you either love it or you hate it, right? So if you don't like watching speedruns or Let's Play, or you've never played WoW, you might not like the book, really, because it's a lot of inventory management. It's a lot of leveling up throughout the first book. The first book is a lot of stupid fart jokes, a lot of foot fetish things, and it doesn't really get into the nitty gritty until like the third and fourth book. So people say the first book they don't like, and it's fine. Here is my summary of everything. So if I could have my soapbox, I will read the email that I wrote. It's a brief review of Dungeon Crawler Carl as someone that is currently on the 7th book, which is called This Inevitable Ruin. I've been seeing on TikTok a lot of people love this book and a lot of people hate this book. I completely understand if you do not like this book. If you don't like Let's Play speedruns or have never played WoW, you probably won't like the book. If you judge the series based on just the first book, then you're sorely missing what Matt Dinniman is creating. I understand, however, as the first book is a lot of foot fetish, a screaming talking cat. However, as the story progresses, this falls to the wayside, and what you discover is a story about slavery, indentured people, a caste system, and PTSD, and the resilience of the human spirit. I would encourage anyone that's read the first book and said it was not for them to continue the series. I've never laughed and cried more than reading these books. The story starts as a mass cataclysm destroys the earth. We later find out that our main antagonists do this once a year to mine a planet for its resources. This is all spoiler free. This is very high level stuff. Every year, this year is the dungeon crawl. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's an 18 level dungeon that Carl, our main protagonist, and his ex-girlfriend's cat Princess Donut have to survive. Through magic, the cat, Princess Donut, becomes a player, and they both travel the levels together. The AI that runs the crawl takes a liking to Carl and his feet, which is where a lot of people fall off because the AI really likes Carl's feet and has a huge fetish with it. It continues through the series, but it does kind of fall off. The further the two of them get, the closer they get, and you realize that there's something much larger going on with the people in the background that are running the crawl. Spoilers, the two of them are still alive in the 7th book, so if you continue reading, just know, in the 7th book, they're still alive. As they progress through the crawl, they gain levels and experience and get magical items, selected classes like human, primal, hunter, former child actor, compensated anarchist, and all this stuff. In the 3rd book, Carl gets a most important magical item, an item that is filled with thoughts and notes from prior participants in the crawl. It's noted as heirloom magic that helps Carl discover who he really is and who he wants to be. The stories and hints help the team progress through the crawl and provide saving grace more than once. In most of the books, in the most recent book that I am currently reading, they are about to embark on the most difficult challenge, Faction Wars, which is an all-out battle royale with the richest families of the systems, and it's all-out war. And it's just amazing. Again, the story starts off as a foot fetish and fart jokes, and while there are more of these scattered throughout the series, the story is really about Carl trying to save and protect everyone, even at the expense of his own life. They will not break him, but he will burn them all to the ground. It is a true testament of what people can do when they come together and how strong the human spirit can be. It has seriously, fundamentally changed how I see the world. And I can only say that about a handful of things. It has fundamentally altered my brain chemistry in a way that I cannot compare. It is just fucking crazy. So that is my soapbox. That is my plea for everyone to try to, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's indentured servitude. It's not really slavery. They do get compensated for it, which is not quite it. But yes. So everyone should either read or listen to these books. Again, I know the first 2 are kind of hard to get through. It's a lot, but once you get to that 3rd book and things actually start happening, you start getting flashbacks and outside influences and other stories about prior crawls and stuff like that. It all kind of culminates together. Right now, spoilers for the next, I'm currently halfway through basically the 7th book, and basically there was just an assassination of one of the giant kings that no one was expecting, and it's fucking amazing. I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm. And Mike rarely, I would say, speaks so passionately seriously about something.
Yeah. I was talking to Sven about it, and because again, it's just amazing. I really am in a philosophy era after reading Project Hail Mary and all of the Bobaverse, and now this, and I'm going to be starting James A. Corey's The Expanse, or with Leviathan Awakens, which is again another huge sci-fi opera thing that's going on that's going to fundamentally change me again. I just fucking know it. Again, since starting Audible in the 13th of July, I've spent way too fucking much money. In July, I listened to 129 hours. So far in August, I'm at 109 hours. So total, I've listened to 10 hours or 10 days, 1 hour and 13 minutes. And that is in basically what is essentially a fucking month. That's so much fucking listening. It's so fucking much. It's fucking last Saturday, I listened to 11 hours of fucking audiobooks. It's just, it's all consuming right now. So
I got a really fun message from Mike where he's like, "Hey, I'm going to put you on mute for the next 4 hours."
Oh, my God. So this
because
was
you
what that,
messaged me
Yeah.
right as something important was happening.
It was like, because every so often, like, because I'm listening through my headphones, which are Apple, and so it'll give me notifications, and I don't want to silence everything because sometimes important things do come in, but I swear to God, it was just like the most important part of this fucking chapter. Everything's culminating to this. Boom, bing. Anthony is typing. Boom, bing. And from Snapchat, Anthony has sent you a message. And I'm like, ah!
Yeah. It was a very funny polite him like, hey, I'm not responding to you, not because I'm accidentally ignoring you. I'm shutting you up.
Yeah, I need the next 4 hours to get through the final 4 chapters of this audiobook so I can start the next one. And it fucking popped off so fucking wildly. It took so many twists and turns that I was not expecting. There was god summonings and a tattoo, and then a spider lady ate a bunch of people. It was fucking wild.
Damn, all right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Again, everyone should listen and read these books. They're so fucking good. That's all I got. So,
How do you know if you have eczema?
you have patches. Well, see that, Jokey, that is face makeup you have on there. I know some people might not be able to tell the difference, but that you might be allergic to it. So, eczema
not on my.
Not on your face.
Not on my
Eczema
face.
is rough, patchy skin. Rough, patchy, itchy skin.
I definitely have that on my feet. That
I hear if you
tend to be
scratch
able to
it,
figure
it
out why the
helps.
fuck that's been going on.
You might just have athlete's
Yeah.
foot.
See, I thought that too. Like,
Get some
originally I
Epsom
had that,
salt.
but then my hands the other week I was messaging Anthony about when my hands get sweaty, which being here in Guam is just so fucking hot. It happens every time my hands have ever gotten sweaty. I get little white bumps that appear on my hands and they itch like a motherfucker every fucking time my hands sweat.
You might be allergic to your
Every
own
time.
self.
See, that's what I thought. I brought it up to Jeremy. You know, it's like, yeah, why the fuck does it happens every time, no matter what? If there's my hands get sweaty, there's white bumps that appear here, and then they go all the way up to my fingers, and they get real itchy. And even getting them dry, it won't fucking stop.
Yeah, that's probably some sort of eczema, sir.
So that's something I've just always dealt with, and I don't know. I just dealt with it. That he had to be a bunch of itch cream, and he's like, "Stop itching it. Put this on your hands." I was like, "Okay." I just always dealt with it. Sometimes they pop, and I think they're blisters, and they're not, because then they itch more.
Yeah, no, that's a skin rash, bud. That's not healthy.
Yeah, I've dealt with that my whole life, and I've never once thought about it. I just thought, for some reason in my brain, I'm like, I don't know, maybe everybody's hands get itchy if they get too sweaty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nope.
Never paid too.
No,
never
it's
paid
just
too
like-
mind, but-
Just like when you have people that are like allergic to almonds and cashews, and be like, "Don't you just hate it how your throat swells up every time you eat cashews?" No, I don't.
No, it's not nuts.
Every
it's
time
nuts and
Anthony
nuts.
eats salmon for some reason.
3 times I've eaten salmon. 3 times I've shat my brains out and threw it up.
Yeah, see, that's probably a sign. See, but like in my case, like I can't fucking do anything about that. I can't fucking stop my hands if they get sweaty or shit.
You
Like,
can. They make
nothing I can do about
antiperspirant
that.
for hands. They make antiperspirant and deodorant for hands. I'm pretty sure it's called Mando.
Isn't that one guy in that TV show with the...
I did see that the director of Small Soldiers is now saying that it's about time for a Small Soldiers 2. And I don't
Yeah.
know if I really want Small Soldiers 2, but I would like just Small Soldiers again. Because most of the voice actors are still alive. You could still get Tommy Lee Jones as Major Chip
You
Hazard.
could.
So he's still... You only got a couple more good years, though. Like, so you got to really...
It's very true.
Everyone else can come back, so...
See, I didn't know he was.
The dad can still be the dad because he was the Transformers dad too. You can't bring back You can't bring back Kristen
Cheers.
Dunst's dad because he's bad.
Oh, is he a bad guy? Is he
Yeah,
fiddle kid?
I think so.
Damn it.
But everyone else can come back. You bring back Kristen Stewart as the mom and or not Kristen Stewart, but Kristen Dunst as the mom and someone else is the dad, and just like, and the boy is the dad and someone else, and like just really, really play it off like that. But the two scientist toy company guys can be the exact same people because they look the same.
Yes.
They have not aged.
There is
David
the
Cross
concept trailer thing that came out years ago that never got greenlit, never got to go anywhere with it.
For good
But
reason.
I liked it. I would have been okay if they did something with it, and that never came to be anything. And I learned some details that like that was like a concept of they wanted to make a sequel, and it was like they wanted to do something with that, and nobody wanted it, and it kind of never went anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like E.T. How are you really gonna do a sequel, right? Like you can't. What more toys? More toys are gonna get artificial intelligence? No. No, it's fine. It was a wholly contained story, and that's fine. I think that's really what we're missing, because even Warner Brothers has said, yeah, we're going to go back to like original movies, because what was it, Sinners and their other original movie that came out, I can't fucking remember what it was, not the horror one, but there was another like original movie. They're like, it made us so much money, we're gonna go back to that. Yes, I don't need a franchise. Sometimes I just need a wholly enclosed story that I can go and shut my brain off and just watch.
I will believe it when I see it from
Me too.
any of these fucking studios.
Me too. I'm just saying I have
everything I've seen.
If Warner Brothers does it, I'll go out and see the fucking movies. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I would like more stuff like that. It would be nice to have the breakups from other things that I watch. It would be nice.
Correct.
Like I watched Consumed. That's on Amazon, which is a Wendigo thing. That was very unique. I recommend people go watch that one. So no, I'd be okay with that. It's just, it's believe it when I see it, because it seems like anything they put out, they try to lean into a franchise type thing. It's like not everything needs to. Not everything needs to.
Not everything needs a franchise. Not everything needs a sequel.
Correct. Right. Sometimes you just have a good story and you should leave it as is.
Yeah. Not every movie is Hellboy to the Golden Army.
That's very true.
This is very true. There was also what was there was something else that just dropped into my brain. Never mind.
Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Must have been a lie. That's what my grandpa always would say. Can't remember something? Must have been a lie.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I had anything else that was going on necessarily. I'm still trying to get through Primitive War, because I've been so busy I haven't been able to finish that. Which makes me a little mad, because it was getting really good getting into the ending.
Well, there's always.
Did you know that they're remaking Red Sonja?
I don't know what that
Why?
I'm not surprised. It's not surprising that if I had gotten the answer like Maverick, where it's like, what the hell is that?
I don't know.
That was the female Conan, basically. It was like you had He-Man and you had She-Ra, you had Conan and you had Red Sonja, and they'd like back and forth. They would sometimes team up. They were in a shared universe. They had made a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger with Red Sonja. It's a very niche cult kind of thing, but they're remaking it, and apparently they're going to use the newer comics where they retcon out that she was like Conan's wife that became her own thing. They're just kind of going with the new storyline, which is she's her own thing. She's not relying on Conan. And I was like, I get why there hasn't been any Conan property that has been out, so it would be really fucking confusing. Okay. But that's, yeah. Or you go with Momoa with that. just not a good movie.
Young Momoa.
But also, after I saw that, I was like, who the fuck greenlit that? Because that is such a niche thing. Nobody fucking knows who that is. That movie's not going to do what you think it's going to do.
Well,
Nobody knows who the fuck that is.
Apparently they got some god dang faith.
I think it comes out the end of this month, maybe early next month. It was a random thing I'd seen, and I was like, really? That's a very niche movie to be remaking.
Looks
Jesus.
like it limited theatrical release 2 days ago.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, okay. Let's try to figure out how to watch that then. Oh yeah. That's a thing. Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything else that really was going on because, yeah, it's not anything I wanted to mention because who cares? Yeah. Anything to add from anyone here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right, well, you can email us, oddcastmedia@gmail.com. Follow us at OddcastN on all your social medias if you want. I get social media is a bit of a hellscape right now, so understand if you don't. But you can also follow us on TikTok at What an Oddcast. Go catch clips that we put up there and various little things there. And go check out the second channel, the Jokey's Gaming Void. Got stuff that I'm putting up there periodically. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you around for the next one. Stay on, stay happy.
Yeah. Peace out, mofos. I just want to see how long you're going to hold that.